I'm ready to rock.
All right, to start, Joe, could you just kind of take us through what's been, Josh alluded to it, a whirlwind of a week here?
Yeah, haven't had a lot of time to really process it all. Just kind of just taking it one day at a time, just worrying about practice right now. It's been a short week, but, I'm excited for the opportunity. We got a lot of games left right here and just finding a way to get this one. So not really focusing on, kind of the, everything that's kind of happening right now, just trying to say, hey, what do we got to do for practice today? And I'll kind of think about whatever we got right after that.
Joe, what was that conversation like with Sean when he said, he wanted you to take over the offensive coordinator role? Like, when did that happen and what was that conversation?
Yeah, just without getting into specifics, it was just, obviously not a scenario that I was looking forward to this year. I feel like, Coach was just upfront about it and just let me know, and I was all for it, and here we go.
Where do you think working with Ken for a year now? What was your takeaway about the way he called games that you learned, and then combined with your play calling experience?
I couldn't say enough good words about Ken Dorsey. Like, I'm here because of Ken Dorsey, and I love that man to death. And it was really tough on me, and it still is tough on me. I'm not here to speak about any of his play calling, whatever. As the quarterback coach, if results didn't happen, which they clearly didn't, I'm part of the reason for that and to blame. So, but I'm excited about what we have moving forward, and the energy that our guys have and the confidence, and it's about us being able to kind of do something with that. So, and it's not really getting specific in terms of like scheme and play calling and whatnot, but just more of us just focusing on finding ways to score points and not turn the ball over.
What do you think is the biggest way you've grown as a coach since you came to Buffalo?
To be honest with you, this organization is first class in everything that they do, and so it's been incredible with the communication. From Mr. Pagula down, they allow you to be you. Just be you with us in a sense of like my personality is allowed to show. There's great communication, and so it's been. You have a lot of fun working here, and I know it's a business and it's a job, but I enjoy coming to work because of the guys and that I get to coach, and then this room's and obviously the offensive unit, but our coaching staff, and so just you grow just because you just have so much fun being able to come here and just great communication and everything. So,
Joe,
yeah.
No disrespect to the quarterbacks you had in Carolina. What did you learn working with a guy like Joe Burrow, who's at the time in college football, the top of his level at quarterback, as a quarterback, learning from that point? What did you learn about that?
Like at the end of the day, football, every quarterback can throw a football, but it's all about, just the mindset that they kind of play and the approach that they take going into it. And that's what that's what I love about Josh Allen. I'm passionate about, obviously, the Josh Allen. I have so much love for him, and he's such a competitor, and all I want is for him to have success. And so I was fortunate for the opportunity that I had in college with Joe, but just a guy like Josh, just his mindset, his mentality, his approach to the game, it's so much fun. And just being able to, all I want is for him to have success. And so you get a guy like Joe in college, just the way that he approached the game, and now just seeing Josh at this level, just how detailed he is, how much he cares. It's just a lot of fun.
Joe, how has your relationship with Josh grown since you've been here?
I think you just continue to get more and more comfortable. I tried to be, between, in the past, Coach Dorsey, myself, and Josh, like we were. You had to all be the same communication and all be kind of attached to the hip, right? That's part of the play caller to the QB coach to the QB. And Josh is, I believe that we're as comfortable as can be in terms of if there's something he doesn't like, he's going to communicate it, and vice versa. Because I know at the end of the day, this is his show, and he's going to lead us to where we need to go. And it's about us having a trust with one another, and I believe that we have that.
Joe, what do you think a tremendous amount, obviously, into this job. He takes it hard and personal when it doesn't go right. He's had 6 straight games with an interception. Are you concerned about his swagger, if you will, and where his head is at?
Not at all. Give me Josh Allen all day, every day. I'm not worried about it. When I look in his eyes before every game, there's not a worry in my mind. And I guarantee you that's the same mindset of everybody in this locker room. So, I believe Josh Allen's the best quarterback in the NFL. And it excites me that I get an opportunity to call plays with him, and because I feel like you can look down at the play call and whatever you call, Josh Allen is going to find a way to make it work, and there's a lot of confidence in that.
Joe, when Sean talked about energy and confidence, and what do you think sapped the energy and confidence from this unit over the course of the week?
Without getting into specifics, I don't. To me, at the end of the day, we've lost some football games, and I don't know if that's taking it, but we're in the business of winning football games, and so when you win, there's a lot of energy, and so it starts at the top. I got to point the thumb at myself and not point fingers, and I got to make sure that I bring the energy and I bring the juice, and the guys are going to feed off of me, and I think that'll trickle down to Josh and to the players, and so without worrying about how the energy was or whatnot, it's about, hey, what can we do moving forward, and I think that all starts with me.
Have you decided where you're going to call plays on the sideline?
No, I haven't even thought past today yet.
You've had the job before, so what's the differences for you?
To me, the last time I was up and down, so to me, there's an emotional element to being down on the field, being able to look your guys in the eyes, but there's also when you're up in the box, it's a lot clearer, less emotion. You're able to see things without having to look at the pictures. So there's pros and cons of both, and I don't have any issues being one way or the other.
Josh used the word juice yesterday when he was talking about you as well. What are you like on game days?
Like I try to, I don't know. No, like I try to be level-headed because I know no matter what happened on the last play, we got to focus on that. I always tell the quarterbacks, like, we're just focused on the next completion. If we threw a touchdown on the last play, all that matters is the next completion. If we threw an interception, all that matters is the next completion. And so I have to embody that as well. So there's a time and a place that you obviously have to, we have to handle things and address things. But to me, I try to have the mindset of like, all right, if there's time left on the clock, we have an opportunity to win this football game. So whatever just happened, I have to be the steady force to be able to get everybody to keep going. So I don't know if that's juice, if that's whatever my personality is, but I do get fired up. But I also feel like I have to be the common force at times that everybody can look at and be like, all right, I believe in this guy.
Joe,
Is
take
there
us through.
anything specific you're taking from your first time as offensive coordinator with the Panthers that you're like, looking back on that, I want to do this better, or like something you're specifically learning from that experience?
Yeah, I mean, I think, anytime I made sure when that last opportunity happened, I made sure I, looked back and say, hey, what could I have done differently? What would I do differently if ever given the opportunity again? So there's things that I think are naturally just in my mind. I'd be lying to you if, with the amount of time this week, if I spent a lot of time, thinking about those things. It's, I believe in relationships with your players, and I believe if we're all on the same page with communication, everything's going to take care of itself.
Joe, take us through what it's like going from a position coach along with guys like Garrett Cromer and Kelly Skipper and Adam Henry, and now you get elevated to essentially like their boss, running the offense, for lack of a better term. A, the operation of that for you, and B, your relationship with them.
Yeah, we have the best staff in the league, in my opinion. Our communication, us just being able to, it's a big thing. Like I told the guys, like we have former offensive coordinators in that room, and it is awesome for me that I can be able to rely on it. But this is not a Joe Brady offense. This is the Buffalo Bills offense. We're in this all together, and I think it's important that the coaches know that, the players know that, and that's the only way we're going to be able to have success. And so, I think and we have a lot of humility in that room. And that at the end of the day, all we care about is winning football games. There's no such thing, I know it might not sound it, but like at the end of the day, we need to score one more point than an opponent, and that's what we're going to focus on.
Joe, knowing the game day responsibilities have to shift and change with your new role, when does that stuff kind of get ironed out in terms of who's handling what? Does that get delineated on Saturday, or have you guys already kind of gone over that?
Yeah, we'll sort through all of that. Like I think at the end of the day, like as the quarterback coach, you prepare to call every game as if you're going to be the play caller. So my mindset, my approach isn't going to be any different. And then it's just a matter of us just handling, hey, what's going to be our operation in between drives, on the headsets. That's communication that, to be honest with you, we'll kind of handle and address kind of as the week goes.
Joe, there's a lot of layers to being an offensive coordinator, but what do you think is the most important thing? What is your primary job as you kind of step back into this role?
Winning football games. Like that's our job. We're in a bottom line business, and our job is to win games. And I think part of that is making sure that the players, that you have a relationship with the players, that they believe in you and what they're doing. And so it's our job as coaches to put our players in a position to have success, and making sure that we're looking at that and that we're doing that. And if they believe in that, then I feel like we'll be able to find ways to win.
How much of your spin, your feel, do you feel you can put on this offense, understanding where we are in this season?
Yeah, we'll see. Without getting, can't really get into specifics with it, but it's, every game's going to be different, and I think it's important to find a way. There's a way to win every game, and it's about us trying to find that. And so, whatever that spin might be, every game might look is. I just said it. It's going to look different, and so to me, I can't tell you what the rest of the season is going to look like. Just kind of focused on this week, and I hope that some of the things that we're doing is going to bring a positive outcome.
You mentioned a couple years. What's it been like developing a relationship with Sean?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Since you've gotten here, what's it been like developing that relationship with Sean McDermott?
That's great. He's a great head coach to work for. He's great communicator. Everything that you guys probably see, man. It's a joy to come to work with him and work for him. And so it's been really refreshing for the opportunity once I came here, and I'm truly grateful for it.
You mentioned some of your goals in this new position, one of them being limiting the turnovers. Josh leading the league in interceptions 6 straight games. How can you go about limiting those so quickly here in a quick changeover with you in this new position? What do you think is the biggest factor in limiting those turnovers?
Yeah, I think there's a lot that comes with a turnover. I think any time a quarterback throws an interception, right? You see the interception on it, but there's so many layers that goes into it. Whether it's the protection, where a quarterback might feel like he was a little flustered in the ball, or whether it's like the Giants game where it's we're just doing a move the pocket and it's gets it tipped up and it goes up there. So are the turnovers too much right now? But I think it's us making sure that we're going through and evaluating like how are the turnovers happening, why are they happening, and what can we do about it. And so we've spent time doing that. And making sure that we're pointing it out to our players, and that's got to be important to our guys. It's got to be important to our quarterback, for us to not turn the ball over. It's got to be important to our running backs that the ball's in their outside arm, that, all those things got to be important to them, and we can't wait. Like, I'm a big believer that you can't wait for the house to catch on fire to check the smoke detectors, right? And so, some of those things have showed up the last few weeks, and making sure that, hey, guys, it's got to be important to us, and we got to, God bless you. And, just putting it without getting into the specifics of exactly what to do about it. Just making sure that the guys are aware of it and understand that when we don't turn the football over, we have a great opportunity to win the football game.
Hey, Joe, yesterday, Sean talked a lot about how he thought the offensive coordinator position was a leadership position. So, spinning that forward, how do you feel like you qualify for that with this team specifically?
Look, I hope that my approach that I took as a QB coach, that the guys saw that how much it means to me for them to have success. And so I don't have to, like, in my mind, whether I'm calling plays or not, my approach, nothing's going to change. And I don't believe that just because a position might have been elevated that you have to do anything differently. Like, this is how I prepared, how I approached, how I came to practice, my intention, all of that. Nothing's going to change. Now it's just a mindset of just being able to look the guys in the eyes and be able to speak to them as a group and a unit. And so to me, it's about, once I get up there, just embodying confidence, belief, and hope that they just respect the way that I go about it. And whether they do or not right now, hoping that my work ethic, as they see me moving forward, they'll eventually believe in that.
How much does the relationship change with Josh from going from quarterback's coach to now being the guy who's your golf plays?
None.
What made you want to be a coach in the first place?
When I realized I wasn't good enough to be a player. No, I've always had a passion for this game of football. It means so much to me. It's not just a job. Like, I love football, and once I realized as a player in college that I wasn't very good, I had to realize that, hey, what am I going to do with it? And obviously my parents, paid some money for a nice degree that I didn't actually utilize. But once I got to that point, there's nothing I'd rather do besides coach football.
How do you view the idea of getting more out of your secondary receiving options outside of Stephon?
I'm sorry, one more time.
How do you view getting more consistency out of some of your receiving options, maybe outside of Steph?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is just making sure that we're putting our players in position to have success, and just know that I have full confidence in the guys that in that room. There's not a route. There's not a decision that I feel like, hey, you know what? I don't think that guy's going to be able to make that play. And those guys know that I believe in them, and being able to get them involved, and making sure that we're making them run routes and putting them in positions. And that's not saying that we didn't do that, but that's just making sure that reiterating to them that, hey, I believe in you guys, regardless of where the ball's going to go. I believe that you guys are going to make the play.
Joe, earlier this week, the play-by-play guy for LSU was on the radio, and he was talking about your responsibilities at LSU and how you were up in the booth and were able to kind of chart plays and look ahead to what the opposing defense was doing. How do you think that has helped you as a first-time OC with the Panthers, and how will it help you now?
I think anytime you're up in the box, you see everything happening. You know, like you're on the field, sometimes it's like you're trying to look at the point of attack, or you're trying to get a feel. I remember my first time in 2020, my first time on the sideline, I was just trying to figure out, where do I stand to call plays? You know, it's like, hey, can you see things? Are you going to be? So when you're up in the box, you don't have to go back in the drive and say, hey, what coverage was that? You have a pulse of you're able to see where the ball's spotted right away. You don't have to wait. So there's little intricacies of that. But I think anytime the more experience that you have calling plays, you just continue to get more and more comfortable at that. I'm excited for the opportunity again.
Joe, is there a certain level of like earning respect at your age, like with some of the guys in your room? This might even go back more to Carolina when you were a little younger in your position. You got guys that are close to your age. And,
Yeah.
you know, that's not normal in this business necessarily to leave men like that. Is there a certain way you have to navigate through that maybe than if you were older, I guess?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you just got to be yourself. You know, I believe players are going to see authenticity or not. You know, if I try to be something, if I'm a guy that's going to start yelling, but I'm not a yeller, they're going to see through that. If I try to act like I'm the smartest person in the room when I know I'm not, they're going to see right through that. And so to me, it's about them seeing my personality and knowing that, hey, this is who this guy is. I'm going to slur words. I'm going to stutter. I'm going to make mistakes, and I'm human, but hey, this is me. And I believe when people see that you're authentic and that you care and that you love for them and you want them to have success, then I believe that they're going to want to play for you.
You spent a lot of time in the South. How have you acclimated to Buffalo, and just your impressions of the city and the fan base here?
It's the greatest. It's the greatest. I wear shorts at every practice. You know what I mean? I'm a South Florida guy, but this city is. I love the city of Buffalo. Like, this place means a lot to me. It means a lot to my family. Like, just seeing the passion that the fans have, how much they want to win. Like, I want that, you know. And so it's fun to be here in this organization and knowing that the fans, the city, the organization, all is aligned and wants the exact same thing. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity to be able to be a part of that. I appreciate you guys.